Children, we've learnt in the last lesson how the earth rotates and revolves, why there are days, nights and seasons, and also what a leap year is. In this lesson, we will learn about the phases of the moon, the fortnight of the waxing moon and the fortnight of the waning moon. The phases of the moon. A phase of the moon is a name given to the changing shape of the moon that we see from the earth. The moon revolves around the earth and the earth revolves around the sun. Therefore, along with the earth, the moon also revolves around the sun. Hence, the orbit of the earth and the orbit of the moon intersect. That is, they cross each other. Therefore, the earth, the moon and the sun are not always in a straight line. We see only half of the moon's surface which faces the earth. That means we always see only one side of the moon. When the earth completes one full revolution around the sun, the moon also completes its revolution around the sun. Now we will do one activity to understand this. Activity 1. We will make the moon and let some girl become the earth. Tell the moon to rotate around itself. He will be able to see 4 walls and all the things around it. But his face will always be facing the earth. How is this possible? This is how the moon rotates, and so we happen to see always one side of the moon. The moon has no light of its own. We see the moon because of the sun's light that falls on it. Okay children, any idea why there is a full moon night and a no moon night? No? Let us find out. The moon revolves around the earth. When it is between the earth and the sun, we see total darkness on the moon's surface. This is so because the illuminated side of the moon is on the opposite side of the earth. This is the day we call new moon day or night. When the earth is between the sun and the moon, the surface of the moon seen from the earth is fully illuminated. This day or night is called full moon. That night, the moon looks like a well-lit round plate. The sun's light falls on the moon and then gets reflected onto the earth. That is why we see the moon as if it is illuminated. On the full moon night, we can see the entire part of the moon that faces the earth. On the new moon night, we cannot see any part of the moon. From the full moon to the new moon, the illuminated part of the moon, as seen from the earth, goes on becoming smaller and smaller. From new moon to full moon, it again grows bigger and bigger. These illuminated parts of the moon, seen from the earth, are called phases of the moon. Lunar month and Tithi. Lunar month depends on the phases of the moon. Tithi is the name given to the days of the lunar month according to the phases of the moon. According to the Marathi calendar, the period from new moon to full moon is a fortnight. It is a fortnight of the waxing moon. Similarly, it takes 14 to 15 days from the full moon to the new moon. It is the fortnight of the waning moon. Thus, the period from one new moon to the next new moon is called the lunar month. It is about 28 to 30 days. Each day of the lunar month is called Tithi. For example, Pratipada, Tritiya, Dvadashi, etc. These Tithis come twice in one lunar month. First, from the second day of the full moon to the new moon, and again from the second day of the new moon to the full moon. What did we learn? Along with the earth, the moon also revolves around the sun. The moon does not have its own light. The illuminated parts of the moon, as seen from the earth day by day, are called phases of the moon. The lunar month means the month according to the phases of the moon. Tithi means the names of the days according to these phases. The period from one new moon to the next new moon is called lunar month. It is about 28 to 30 days. Each day of the lunar month is called Tithi. From the new moon to the full moon, phases of the moon gradually grow bigger and bigger. On the full moon night, the moon looks fully round. From the full moon till the new moon, the phases of the moon become smaller and smaller. And on the new moon night, we cannot see the moon. Exercise. Match the pairs. A. From new moon to the full moon, on the night of the new moon, on the night of the full moon, from full moon to new moon. B. Fortnight of the waning moon. We see the full round moon from the earth. The fortnight of the waxing moon. We cannot see the moon at all. Give definitions. Lunar month. Tithi.